Hey guys, Paul James here, and in this video I'm going to show you a super creepy way to get new clients. And I call it creepy because it's almost stalker-ish, but it really works well. Now, you're going to utilize direct mail for this technique, but we're going to utilize it in a different way. So normally when you send out direct mail, you're normally sending it to a business, right? And the thing is when direct mail comes to a business, a lot of times the person who gets that mail is the secretary or the front desk manager. And, they take the junk mail and they throw it away and they separate everything. So the business owner or the decision maker oftentimes never sees it. So I'm going to show you in this video a short tutorial on how to really prospect. Now, I recommend that you put a lot of time into these types of direct mail campaigns because you're going to find a lot better conversion rates on these kinds. So put more time into it, spend more money on it. I like to do handwritten stuff, so it really doesn't cost that much. And I mean, if you need to hire someone, Craigslist is a good resource. You can find someone, pay them $50 to come handwrite some letters for you or something like that. And then you can send them out. So let me show you how we find good prospects for this. And this will work in any niche too. So I normally start by opening up a couple research windows. One of them is going to be Google. One of them is going to be Manta in case I need it. One of them is going to be yellowpages.com. I just open up tabs so that I have everything ready. One of them is going to be whitepages.com. All right, and I think that'll be good. So first I decide what I want to target. So if I'm going to go after, let's say chiropractor, I'm going to first head to Google and type in chiropractor, Milwaukee. And depending on what you want to do, I mean, this is really up to you. But if I'm going to go after them and put them on the first page, I'm normally interested in putting them in this 7-pack here. So the reason I open up this window first is because I don't want to go after any chiropractors that are already here, right? Because my service isn't going to be of much use to them. So I just pull that open for reference. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to yellowpages.com. Same thing, I'm going to type in chiropractor. And I'm going to type in Milwaukee. That's the location I'm targeting. All right, so what I'm looking for here, hit go. What I'm looking for here is a chiropractor that isn't on that first page of Google. So let's comp this. Downtown Chiropractic. Let's see if they're on the first page of Google. All right, so they're here in the 7-pack. Not interested. Let's comp this one. Longo Chiropractic. All right, Longo. So I'm not seeing Longo here. So that might be a good indicator. I should maybe target this one. So now that I've nailed down who's my perfect customer, because they're not in the 7-pack. So in my opinion, this is a perfect customer for me. Now I'm going to take the time and do the research to actually hunt them down. And this is where it gets a little stalker-ish and creepy, but it works, I'm telling you. So I'm going to go and I'm going to open up another Google tab and I'm going to Google Longo Chiropractic. So let's go ahead and do that. Longo Chiropractic. Okay, so this is easy when it comes to doctors and stuff because without even opening up the website, look what I'm presented with. Dr. Stephen Longo, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the business owner's name. So I know the business owner's name. Here's the business address. We don't want to send direct mail there because guess what? Chiropractors almost always have secretaries. The secretary is going to get that junk mail. It's going to go right in the trash. So what we want to do is we want to look up Stephen Longo's home address. And we're going to send that direct mail piece to his home address. Creepy, right? But it works because he's going to be more likely to open it, especially when it's handwritten. And we're going to address it to him too. We're not going to address it to Longo Chiropractic. We're going to address it to Stephen Longo. So let's go and do a search. Now, I would normally start with Manta and see what I can find there if I didn't know the business owner's name. But because the business owner's name is already here, I can avoid Manta because I already know it. So from here, I'm probably going to want to do a quick Google search on his name. All right, Stephen Longo. Let's see what we can find here. I'm going to type in city and state. All right. So I'm taking down some notes here. One thing I'm going to note is I found his middle initial, Dr. Stephen M. Longo. So I'm going to write that down. Now I know his middle initial. I'm looking for addresses, anything I can find. This is his business address, I remember, so not going to be of interest to me. Okay, so I'm pretty satisfied with being able to find his middle initial. Now I know exactly who he is. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to head over to whitepages.com. So his middle initial is M. And I'm going to go to find people. I'm going to type in Stephen Longo, Milwaukee, WI. And let's hit search. Okay, here we go. Pretty confident with this. Stephen M. Longo. This is him. I'm probably 100% sure. I mean, there's always a chance that it might not be him, but you know, he fits the age bracket. So I think that's probably him. So here's his address. Now I've got his address. I can write it down, and now I can have someone write me a handwritten letter. I can go ahead and mail it right out to Stephen Longo, and I've got his home address, which means he's going to get that letter. So there you go. That's how I do it. Now I'll show you one more example just to, just to compare. In this example, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to type in West Bend, or no, I'll just type in carpet cleaner. I'm from West Bend, so I know that it's going to show me West Bend results. Okay, so I've got my 7-pack here. These are carpet cleaners that I'm not going to go after. I don't think I can help these guys, so I don't want to really go after them. I want to go after people I know I can help, that I can put on this first page, and that they're going to see an immediate boost of business from the work that I do for them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head back over to Yellow Pages. I'm going to type in carpet cleaner West Bend. All right, let's do a little comp on carpet cleaners. So number 1, J&S carpet cleaning. All right, I don't see J&S carpet cleaning here. So same thing. We're going to start off by researching their name. Let's copy the name, J&S carpet cleaning. Paste it in there. Okay, so they serve the West Bend area, but looks like they're from Waukesha, which isn't too far away from me. So I have a little bit more knowledge there now on where they're from. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it, and let's see if we can find the owner's name. Now, if I wanted, I could come right into Manta and see if I could find it in there. Doesn't always happen, but sometimes you can. So let's just type it in. J&S carpet cleaning, Waukesha, WI. Okay, so here they are. See, here it is. President, Doug Pike. So now I know the owner name. That's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it, I'm just going to show you all the variations just in case you don't find it that way. If you don't, head over to this site, networksolutions.com/whois. What this is going to do is it's going to look up the owner of this domain, jnscarpet.com. And sometimes that will reveal to us who the owner is. So let's do a quick search on that. Okay, when you see this like privacy stuff, that means that they've paid extra to actually hide their identity. So that way wouldn't work. We'd have to move on to the next way. A lot of times, believe it or not, they're paying to hide their privacy here. But if you actually go to their website, sometimes I noticed they had an About Us tab. If you go to the About Us tab on their websites, a lot of times, check this out. We've got Doug and Jamie Pike, family-owned company. So we've got their wife's name, Jamie, and Doug. So it's going to be pretty easy to find these guys because whitepages.com oftentimes shows the spouse's name as well. So again, I'd probably start with a Google search on this one. Remember, Jamie and Doug Pike. I'd probably start with a Google search on this one. Just type in Doug Pike Waukesha. Okay, and what I'm seeing is the website here. Okay, here again. Look at this. I found a middle initial, so that's going to really ensure that I know I've got the right Douglas when I go and white pages him. So Douglas R. Pike. All right, cool. Let's head over to whitepages.com again. We're going to type in Douglas Pike, Waukesha, WI. We'll hit search. Here we go, Douglas R. Pike right here. Fits the age bracket of, from the picture here. 50 to 54 in New Berlin, which is close to Waukesha. So I'd go ahead and click that. Oh, look at this. People Douglas may know. Jamie. That's his wife. So I know for sure. Let me get out of this. I don't know what happened there. Advertisement. Okay. So I know from this now that I've got the right Douglas because his wife is here. I've got his middle initial and he fits the age bracket. So I'm pretty confident this is him. And check it out. Address. Personal address. So now I can send a direct mail piece there. So get creative with this stuff, guys. I just wanted to show you a ninja way of prospecting. Creepy, stalker-ish, but it works really well. You're going to send it straight to their home address. Don't use the business name, use their personal name. Don't use your business name on the return address on the envelope. Do handwritten stuff and use your personal name. It's going to work out a lot better. You're going to get a high open rate. They're going to think it's a letter coming from someone. And that's how you do it. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. I hope that this helps you out. Definitely take action on this stuff. It's a little bit extra research, but it's going to have a lot bigger payoff than probably a lot of other stuff you're doing. So, hey guys, I hope that you really enjoyed this short tutorial. Now, if you want more stuff like this and you really dig this kind of thing, I highly suggest that you join the new community that we've built. It's called Local Internet Marketing Forum. And the community is just $5 a month to join. You can cancel at any time. You can cancel yourself right from your PayPal subscription, so I don't even have to get involved to cancel it. And you just pay as you go. So the reason we put a price on it is just to get the tire kickers out of there. We want to make sure we have awesome people contributing to the forum, and we figured putting a low price point on that would be a good way of getting some contributors in there. So we did that, and then we also did it because just to take care of the overhead of moderating and deleting spam and server costs. So just a low fee, it's hardly anything, but you're going to get a lot of value out of it, just like the free video you saw. We got people in here sharing stuff all the time. It's fairly new. We just started it, so we are getting it off the ground. It was just opened a couple days ago, but we've already got people in here sharing awesome stuff, free video editors, and 47 members already, and very active. I mean, you can see people are posting all the time. So I definitely recommend that you get in on this. It's going to be something awesome. And again, just $5 a month. If you enjoyed that, there's a button below to get involved if you want to come into this. And I highly recommend you do because you're going to learn a lot. All right, guys. Catch you later.